Hey guys, so today we are going to start reviewing all the different types of writing we have learned this year. You guys have done an amazing job writing and learning about different types of writing. So since it's the end of the school year and you guys are finishing up kindergarten and first grade, we're just going to go back through and talk about all the types of writing we learned. So this week we are going to review narrative writing. Narrative writing is what we worked on at the very beginning of the year when you guys first started school this year. So we might have to put our thinking hats on so that you guys can remember, but we're going to go over all of the important parts of narrative writing today. All right, so what is narrative writing? I want you to think way back to like September and think if you can remember what narrative writing is. A narrative tells a story about a real moment from your life. So we can write about experiences or things that are really important to us. So for example, you could write a story about a time you went to a really cool birthday party and had lots of fun. You could write a story about how you went on vacation to the beach last summer. You could write about a time that you got to ride a scooter with a friend. So narrative writings are all about you. You're writing about yourself and things that have happened in your life that make you really happy, sad, mad. Really, it can be any feeling, but it's something that happened to you. So with that being said, what kinds of things can we write about? If a narrative is all about you and your life, what kinds of things in your life can you write about? So here are just some examples. Your family. So we know family is very important to us. You have a mom, a dad, aunt, uncle, grandparents, brother, sister, cousins, lots of people in your family who help to take care of you. So family is something you can write about for a personal narrative. Carnival, if you've ever been to a carnival or like a really cool fair or an amusement park, that could be a cool experience to write about. You could write about your pets. I know that you guys have lots of pets. We've got cats, turtles, snakes, spiders, dogs, all different types of pets. So you could always write about a pet that you have. You could write about a favorite holiday. So maybe you had a really fun Christmas last Christmas because you got to hang out with your family and maybe you got some cool gifts. So you can always write about a holiday. A lot of you guys were telling me that you guys went Easter egg hunting this weekend. So that's another holiday you could write about. A party. You could write about a birthday party that you've had for yourself or that you went to for a friend or maybe a brother or sister. You could write about a party that we've had at school. And you could write about your friends. So think about your friends that are in your class at school, or maybe some friends that live in your neighborhood or come over to your house to play. School, you could write about something that's happened to you when we've been at school. And then another example is a vacation. So if you've been maybe to the beach or if you've been to Tennessee or the mountains or the lake or Florida or anywhere, you could always write about a really fun vacation that you've had. So this is not all you can write about, but these are just some examples. Remember, a narrative is a story about something that happened to you. So these are just some things that you can think of when you're thinking about things that have happened to you to write about. So we know narratives are stories. Every single story should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Let's go over that one more time. Stories have to have a beginning, something that happens first, a middle, all the stuff that happens in between, and an end, the way that the story wraps up or the last thing that happened. So when you're writing a personal narrative, not only should you be writing about something that happened to you, but you're writing it like a story. So you need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I'm going to read this story to you guys, and together we're going to figure out what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end of this story. So I'm going to read it 2 times, so make sure you're listening really good so that you'll be ready to put it in order. Last weekend, I went to the pet store with my dad to pick out a pet. There were fish, birds, dogs, cats, and bunnies. The lady at the pet store let me pet the bunny. I was so excited. I told my dad that I wanted the bunny. Finally, we got the bunny and took it home. I was so happy. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time before we get started. Last weekend, I went to the pet store with my dad to pick out a pet. There were fish, birds, dogs, cats, and bunnies. The lady at the pet store let me pet the bunny. I was so excited. I told my dad that I wanted the bunny. Finally, we got the bunny and took it home. I was so happy. All right, guys, so we know stories have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, what happened first in my story? So I want you to think back, what happened first? The first thing was that I went to the pet store with my dad. That's the very first thing that I said. So, the beginning of the story, my dad and I go to the pet store. All right, let's go back at our story and see what happened in the middle. So it says first we went to the pet store. There were fish, birds, dogs, cats, and bunnies. And the lady at the pet store let me pet the bunny. I was so excited. So in the middle of our story, I get to pet the bunny. So first we go to the pet store, and then once we're there, I get to pet the bunny. So let's see what happens at the end of our story. So the lady at the pet store let me pet the bunny. I was so excited. I told my dad that I wanted the bunny. Finally, we got the bunny and took it home. I was so happy. So at the beginning of our story, we go to the pet store. In the middle, I get to pet the bunny. And at the end, I get to take the bunny home with me. So this was an example of a personal narrative. And this is an experience that I had. It's me talking about something that happened to me. And my beginning, we go to the pet store. The middle, I get to pet the bunny. And the end, I get to take the bunny home. So my story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. All right, guys, the other thing that narratives do is answer questions. So here are our questions. Who, what, when, and where. So who were you with? What did you do? When did this happen? And where did you go in your story? So narratives should answer the questions who, what, when, and where. So we're going to go back to my story and see if I answered all those questions. So our first question was who? So who is in my story? I'll go ahead and say it out loud at home. Me and my dad. They were in, those were the two important people in my story. So I definitely did that because I told you who I was with. All right, our next question is what? What did we do? Go ahead and say it out loud. What did I do in my story? I went to the pet store to pick out a pet. Okay, our next question is when? When did this happen? This is kind of a tricky one. Let's look back and see if I answered that question. Okay, in my first sentence, I say last weekend I went to the pet store. So, when did this happen? Last weekend. And our last question is where? Where did we go? So y'all go ahead and say that out loud. Where did we go in my story? The pet store. Very good. So narrative should answer the questions. Who were you with? What did you do? When did you do it? And where did you go? And remember, they should also have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, so you guys are going to have some assignments working on some of this. And let's see, today's Tuesday. So on Thursday, we're going to learn a little bit more about narratives. This is just kind of an introduction. So remember, narratives are stories all about you. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Good work.